Hey, it's Andrea. And today I was having a conversation about, well, human design in general, but sort of gap filling this and that for somebody with their human design understanding. And one of the things that came up was the channel of the prodigal, which is 1333. So the gate 13 that leads to gate 33 as a channel. And I'm looking at the definitive book, which is not definitive, by the way, but it is quite comprehensive for basic stuff. So I just wanted to get this on point so that I could tell you what I was going to share with her, which is that my husband and my son both have this channel, and because they're different types and because they're different profiles, they seem to, at least this is my experience, they seem to express completely differently. And it might be this, that everybody expresses it differently, but I see the channel at work in very different ways, and a lot of it seems to be because of their type and their profile. So just quickly define it. Let's see, where was it? So a natural listener, a record keeper, you collect life stories, secrets, and memorabilia. You then retreat to ponder and organize what you've gathered in preparation for sharing your reflections and the lessons you've gleaned from them. Your challenge, though, is timing. You don't want to reveal your secrets before their time or remain so private that no one will ever hear them. You're willing to break with the patterns of family and society so as to choose experiences that are correct for you to learn from. Most people enter experiences with a specific expectation, but at the end of the cycle discover the results did not match those expectations. They lose patience and miss the magic of completion with its precious lessons. You share with all of us from your experience that it is far more fulfilling to simply witness the sequence of unfolding events than to suffer the frustration and disappointment of unmet expectations. The wisdom gained over time from this form of patient reflection reveals some of the greatest truths in our collective history. One of the most valuable lessons you bear witness to and share with us is how to comfortably surrender to our own experiential process as a passenger of consciousness. So this is, for anybody that has that channel defined, that is a consistent energy that they have access to, right? So my personal life experiences with that channel, like day to day, in and out, for all of Zane's life. He's the son. He's a self-projected projector, 1-3 profile, and he is 12 at the moment. And my husband is 56. He's a pure generator, so sacral authority generator, with a 2-4 profile. Completely different profiles and types, right? Same channel. I haven't looked at the lines, so the lines will also, as individual gates, the lines will have some bearing too. But in general, storytellers that go out into the world, or go away from their self and their presence, to watch and to witness and to bring back the stories that they see. So Zane is just, this is like the most basic, I'm sure there's more to this or whatever, but this is the most basic observation on my part with them. John is a 2-4. His 2-4 profile is hermit, opportunist / networker. So he is either at home, kind of hunkering down, or he's out and about visiting, right? Where he gets his stories is from out and about visiting. So the profile sort of determines or indicates how somebody moves naturally in the world. He definitely has that ebb and flow. He has the hermit, and he has the social side of things, the 4th line that wants to go out and interact with people. And that's how the 4th line actually expands. Its network is its strength. So the 4th line has a network. That's the strength. The strength lies in whether they have a network or not even. So 1-3, which is what I am, and projector are completely different than pure generator 2-4. So John's stories come from, he goes out and he comes back and he tells us all kinds of stories, right? I don't know if he has the timing thing down so much, although I do see that in how he asks me sometimes for guidance, so I'm a projector also, around when to say what to whom, that kind of thing. But anyway, Zane, the 12-year-old, self-projected projector, completely different profile. So he is, he doesn't go out at all, pretty much, and neither do I much. So the 1-3 is like completely not interpersonal, doesn't particularly need other people, doesn't have a craving to go out and be in a social situation, typically, like as a sort of a general rule. And he definitely has that, and I do too. My middle child has a 4th line and had to be, you know, carried places, and to this day still has to be carried places and you know, with people. She needs people. Zane, on the other hand, he has an online core friend group, but he doesn't go out. So he has stories from that. But where I really recognized it with him was one of the things that I hear this channel say from both of them is, remember when. I remember when. And it's really, you know, bringing the stories from the past into, you know, this moment in time, whatever it is we're doing, or whatever it is they're remembering. He, Zane, has always told all of us the stories about his dreams. So he goes out through his dreams and comes back with the stories. And that's really where I hear his stories from, is from his dreams. Never, ever would that be something that John, my husband, would come up, you know, would be interacting, that's not how he would approach anything with me. Zane says, remember when, blah, 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 blah. And John says, remember when, a lot of, you know, we do a lot of reminiscing about, you know, growing the kids and traveling here and there and having experiences together. But they individually go different places, and it's mostly tied to their profile and partly to their design, or to their type. So anyway, I just needed to get that onto video because it's something that I've said before and hadn't gotten down on video, and it came up again in this conversation this morning. If you have a different version of 1333, you have 1333 either defined, or you know somebody personally, you know, that you interact with on the regular basis with 1333, I think it'd be kind of cool to collect those stories about how an example of a channel can turn out, and you know, how it can manifest in real life, like how it can like be. So anyway, that's what I've got today, and if it was interesting, let me know. If you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Doesn't actually matter because it's more about the interaction on YouTube. And comments are always welcome, questions, because that stuff pulls the details out of my right brain, my right mind, and yeah, that's what I got today. Have a super day.